Hey everyone, Wi-Fi here. I wanted to do a update on the tank as I'm going to be going away, and it'll be a few weeks before I can do another update, and by that time I would have started adding corals and fish. So I wanted to kind of do like a middle video in between that video and my last video where I went over the aquascaping and a few changes to the hardware. So where we're at now is the tank is cycled. I've got the cleanup crew and they're just finishing off the remains of the diatom algae, and things are looking really good. I picked up the cleanup crew from Reef cleaners. I got the 65-gallon cleanup crew with hermits. I got a few other things in the order. I'll go over those in a minute, but I was very impressed with the snails and the hermits. After I acclimated them for about 15-20 minutes per the instructions by Reef cleaners, they hit the ground running. Snails hit the glass hard. Hermits hit the rocks. It was really impressive. I don't think any of them were dead from what I could tell. Everyone's moved. Reef cleaners also threw in some 30-odd additional shells, maybe 20-30 odd additional shells for the hermit crabs to move into. And after putting those in there, the hermit crabs took advantage of those as well. So it was really cool. It was really nice to see the snails and the hermits and the crabs doing their job, really. And it's just nice to get to the stage where you have livestock in the tank. You know, it's another step closer to your end game. So far as the rest of the order goes from Reef cleaners, that wasn't so good. And I'll bring you down to the sump, or the refugium, of which you'll see that I've got the miracle mud in there. I put, as I mentioned in a previous video, I put 10 gallons in this side, 5 in this side. It took about maybe 4 hours for everything to kind of settle down before I turned the pumps on. But once it did, it turned out beautifully. So really happy with the miracle mud so far. No surprises, and we shall see how it goes going forward. So going over the order with Reef cleaners, I picked up some Caulerpa and Chaeto spaghetti algae. As you can see, the Caulerpa is basically dead. It's already turned sexual, and you can tell because the leaves have started turning white. I really should pull this one out, actually. Can't believe they mailed that out. I can't believe they're even selling that, to be honest. Really disappointed with that. The spaghetti algae, I got one small ball that was brown, and you can see it here, and then I got the bigger one. That was the only good thing about the macroalgae that I ordered, was that one ball of spaghetti, or Chaeto spaghetti algae. I also ordered an emerald crab, which arrived unfortunately dead, and I ordered some reef pods, and they weren't even in the order. So really not happy with that. Spent a lot of money on that cleanup crew and all this algae and everything, and kind of feel like I've been a little bit ripped off, to be honest. So I sent an email to the contact that's been emailing me, keeping me up to date with the order, and we'll see what they have to say. I've yet to get a response, though. One good thing about the refugium that I've noticed is that I've already got copepods. You probably can't see them. I don't think I'm even going to be able to. You can kind of see like those white spots on the side of the baffle there. I picked up some live rock from my local reef shop, and that basically provided the copepods and all the other pods that I'm seeing floating around in the water. It's about 14 pounds, and they've taken over the tank, I'm pleased to say, and they've taken over the refugium. So correct me if I'm wrong, but is it mandarin time, or is it too early for a mandarin? We'll see. That's one fish that's definitely on my to get list, and I'd absolutely love to have a blue mandarin in the tank. Here's my fish buddy. He seems to take as much of an interest in the tank as I do. Whenever I come down to open up the doors or do anything on the tank, he's there, he's waiting. Maybe because he thinks he's got a meal coming out of it, I don't know. But yeah, he loves it. I had to swap out the Digital Aquatics pH probe. It unfortunately just was not reporting correctly at all, and I did read that their pH probes, they recommend replacing them once every year. I'd had mine over 2 years, or just under. So it was swap out time, so I went with a pinpoint pH probe just to try it. Really, it was the same price, same reviews, so I figured I'd give it a try, and that's doing really well. Really happy with that. I also, unfortunately, I had to say goodbye to the Reef skimmer. It was just too loud. At the end of the day, that was the thing that really did it for me. It was the noise of running the Mag 9 with it. There's no real recommendations for any pumps less powerful than the Mag 9, and even then the mags are just too loud. CJ, very quiet. This pump is the Vertex 150. It comes with a CJ pump, so I knew I was going to be getting something quiet. I just didn't expect it to be this quiet. Really happy with the volume on it. It skims out some really nasty stuff, I have to be honest, and it stinks. It absolutely stinks, and that's not. And I don't even have fish in the tank. I just have a cleanup crew, so you can imagine. I'm sorry, guys. My hand. He's just chewing that thing alive right now. He's only less than a year old, and he doesn't know his own strength yet. So the other thing is that I ran the Reef skimmer for about 2 weeks solid, and I just had a really bad case of microbubbles coming with it. So it was that was kind of like the final nail on the head, really. So I got the Vertex, and I'm absolutely loving it. One other thing that I've changed is I had PVC piping, and for one of the output for one of the overflow boxes still. Unfortunately, again, as with the others, I had a very small leak. I couldn't fix it. I spent about 2 days trying to wrap it up, cement it. Just would not stop, and it was at the point of where was it? It was on one of the elbows anyway, and yeah, I just couldn't fix it. So I thought, I'm going away. I don't want this leak to get any worse. There is going to be someone here feeding this guy, but I'm not going to have them responsible for replacing PVC piping or anything like that. So I figured I'd just bite the bullet and just go straight back to the flex tubing. And again, I have to say, the flex tubing for that one overflow made things even quieter. So I don't know if you guys have a noticeable experience with louder noise coming from the PVC piping with the water flow through them compared to that of the flex tubing, but that certainly was the case for me, and I think I'm really honestly sold on flex tubing all the way, going forward as well. I mean, you know, I might have another crack at it, but for now I think I'm a big advocate of the flex tubing, and you can still make it look reasonably tidy too. I think that's one of the reasons why people choose PVC piping over the flex tubing, is because they think it provides a cleaner look, and in some cases it does, absolutely, but in my case, for my needs, I think this is just fine. So that's about it, guys. Well on our way. Real quick, those two things there wedged into the teeth of the baffle are 2 Chemi-Pure Elite bags, and then I have 2 more wrapped around the intake of the return pump as well. So just wanted to let you guys know that how I'm controlling phosphates and what I'm using for activated carbon. So yeah, that's about it. Really excited, really happy with how things are going. Ammonia is 0, nitrite is 0, nitrate is at 0.5, and yeah, loving it. Really happy, really excited. I think definitely in a week or two I'll be in a good spot to start adding fish and some corals. So until then, guys, I will see. Oh wait, real quick, one more thing. There's always one more thing, isn't there, in this hobby? I recently found out that my water company had switched over to chloramines in January. So I had to do a bit of research on chloramines, and Bulk Reef Supply offer a fantastic video on chloramines, helping you understand them, how to deal with them, and conveniently they also have chloramine carbon blocks as well. So I went with the activated carbon for the middle chamber, and then the chloramine, I can't remember what micron it is, but the carbon block for that as well. So apparently my water company are only doing it as a test run until March. I'm not going to trust that, and you can still run chloramine cartridges and blocks even if your water company doesn't treat with chloramines. It's a better safe than sorry thing, and it was kind of sprung on us too. So when I did my initial research, they said no, we don't use chloramines, and then of course come January, 2 months or a month after I ordered and spoke to them, oh yeah, we're adding chloramines to the water now as a test basis. So what can you do? But yeah, so that's it. Chloramines now being removed from the water. I did a big water change yesterday, and hopefully that will, no permanent damage was done to the tank or anything like that. So I guess, guys, that's going to be it from me for a couple weeks. And as I said, in the next video we'll have some fish, we'll have some corals, and we will be well on our way. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching from Hawaii Favo and my fish buddy. We'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.